Have you ever thought, when did we get so distracted? At what point did we start getting drawn to men who embrace solitude not as a void, but as a quiet power? These men face what most people fear, silence. But for them, being alone isn't just a way to pass time, it's a deep, inner transformation. When a man chooses silence, he builds something within. You feel it in the way he moves, in his voice, in his very presence. And maybe there's something you've missed. Why do we, at some point, stop seeing you? Why do we stop respecting you? That's where your journey begins. By the end of this video, you'll understand why when a woman chooses silence, it isn't escape, it's a form of victory. Because silence, stillness, is the hardest move and the most powerful one. To most men, silence is just emptiness. We try to fill it instantly. But the truth is, there's an easy, heavy quiet is where the real work begins. When you're alone and everything goes still, all the things you buried come to the surface. The promises you made to yourself, the ones you broke. There's no one else to distract you now, just you and your truth. That's why so many men jump from one relationship to the next, because being alone means facing the storm within. And that kind of silence, it terrifies them. They stay running. New women, new hobbies, new distractions. But you can always tell when someone lives like that. They never seem fully settled. They're uncomfortable in stillness, and in reality, they're drowning in noise. Research on solitude shows this clearly. Men who make space for silence, who don't rush to fill every moment, start to gain deep clarity and emotional awareness. This man has changed. There's a steadiness in how he talks. He's not panicked. He might not know exactly what he wants, but he damn sure knows what he doesn't want. That kind of clarity doesn't come overnight. At first, silence feels like a mirror. It reflects every flaw, every unfinished piece of you. But that mirror, it's not here to shame you. It's here to wake you up. You start to realize you are not just your fears. You are not just abandonment, rejection, or failure. You are the one witnessing all of that. And in that awareness you start building emotional muscle. That's the difference. Men who stop running, who can sit with the storm inside them, they carry a different energy. There's no tension in their presence. Because they've already faced the chaos. They don't react, they respond. When a man skips this inner work, the cracks show. He snaps over nothing. Rejection makes him spiral. That's not strength, that's fear in disguise. Trying to find someone to complete you doesn't lead to peace, it leads to codependence. But a man who's been alone long enough to face his own shadow, he shifts everything. He doesn't enter a relationship because he needs one, but because something feels truly aligned. His love comes from clarity, not fear. He doesn't beg or seek validation. He chooses because he wants to. Because he's centered. Quiet men don't say much, but their presence speaks volumes. Their standards show us what they value and what they won't accept. When he says no, you don't take it personally. Because behind that no is someone who knows his worth. He's not waiting to be completed, he already is. And that's why the woman next to him doesn't feel burdened. She feels drawn in. That difference changes everything. That man doesn't love out of need. He doesn't want love to silence the noise. He wants love that helps him grow. Men like this are rare. That's why the energy is so tangible. You feel it in a single glance, in the comfort of his stillness. It's quiet, but it shakes the ground. And that silence isn't fear anymore. It's the result of knowing yourself. If this opens something inside you, then tonight, be still. Sit quietly. Ask yourself what you've been avoiding. Because solitude isn't about shutting the world out. It's about hearing yourself again. And in that silence, you're reborn.